So President Obama is on the campaign trail in reality, and he's going across the country and hitting his message. Let's listen in.
We keep having the same argument with folks who don't seem to remember how America was built. They keep telling us, well, if we just weaken regulations that keep our air and water clean and protect our consumers, if we just cut everybody's taxes and convert these investments in community colleges and research and healthcare into tax cuts, especially for the wealthy, that somehow the economy is going to get stronger. And Ohio and the rest of the country will prosper. That's the theory. Ohio, we tested this theory. Take a look at what happened in Ohio between 2000 and 2008. It's not like we didn't try it. And instead of faster job growth, we had the slowest job growth in half a century.
So as I watch President Obama on the campaign trail, I continue to have mixed feelings, of course, because I like the theme that he's putting out there. It's a good, strong, progressive message. And I love that he's making his own case and saying, hey, look, we tried these Bush tax cuts and it devastated the country. Those are terrific things to point out. Now, the part that drives me crazy is that I know that it wasn't 2000 to 2008. It was 2000 to 2012. Because remember, President Obama, of course, went along with the Republicans in continuing the Bush tax cuts. What would have been great is if we had ended that failed experiment, and then you could have run on your success. You could have said, see, I increased taxes on the rich and the economy is improving, which I think it would have actually, for a great number of reasons. And the deficit is going down, which it definitely would have. There's no question about that. You would have had a lot more revenue inside the U.S. government. So why did you continue those policies for 3 years? I mean, you can make an argument that in the first 2 years, well, the Bush tax cuts weren't set to expire yet. Now, you could have acted proactively, but let's put that aside. But in the next 2 years, well, it was your choice to make a very, very weak compromise to keep those Bush tax cuts going. And now, of course, the Republicans are turning around and using it against Obama. And they're saying, oh, under the Obama years, we had terrible income inequality. Yeah, that's because he followed your plan. But of course, he can't say that on the campaign trail. But, at least we're getting half a pie here, which we don't normally get, which is at least a strong progressive message. The next part is going to be a nice little dig at Mitt Romney.
Because somebody did the groundwork. We created a foundation for those of us to prosper. Somebody gave me an education. I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth. Michelle wasn't.
Zinger.
But somebody gave us a chance. Just like these folks up here are looking for a chance.
Well, I love that message that he's putting out there, which is, look, we got to give opportunity to people. We don't need equality of results. We just need a fair shot. That's what the American dream is supposed to be all about. And, he certainly wasn't born rich, and neither was Michelle Obama. That's a fair point. Of course, a lot of people have probably rightfully interpreted that as a zinger against Mitt Romney, who clearly was born with a silver spoon in his mouth. Now, when Mitt Romney's asked about that, let's see what his response is going to be.
Speaking of rhetoric, he had some fiery rhetoric pointed at you yesterday. He said, unlike some people, I wasn't born with the silver spoon in my mouth.
Well, the president is really taking aim at anybody he can find these days. In fact, in my case, I'm certainly not going to apologize for my dad and his success in life. He was born poor. He worked his way to become very successful despite the fact that he didn't have a college degree, and one of the things he wanted to do was provide for me and for my brother and sisters. I'm not going to apologize for my dad's success, but I know the president likes to attack fellow Americans. He's always looking for a scapegoat, particularly those that have been successful like my dad. I will stop the attack on fellow Americans. I'll stop the attack on people and start attacking the problems that have been looming over this country.
Now, the second half of that was, of course, ridiculous. It's the standard talking point he has. If you say that, hey, you know what, maybe rich people should pay the same taxes as middle-class people, not even necessarily more. All we're looking for is similar rates to the middle class. They say, oh, that is attacking fellow Americans. Now, of course, when Mitt Romney says, oh, the people on welfare are lazy, he used the word indolent, by the way, look it up, it's the same thing. and that they need to be disciplined, et cetera. When he attacks teachers' unions, federal workers, et cetera. That's not dividing America. That's not attacking people, because it's okay to attack the middle class. It's okay to attack workers, et cetera, teachers. Well, of course you're supposed to attack those people. Those aren't fellow Americans. Not only the top 1% people are fellow Americans. Now, on the other hand, I think the first half of what he said is totally fair. I think he handled it well. He said, look, my dad did well, which he did. Adjusted for inflation, his dad, in his worst years, running American Motors, et cetera, made $500,000 a year. And in his best years, made $4 million a year. So Mitt Romney had a huge advantage growing up. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. His dad did work hard and got him to that position. So bless his heart. And I liked his answer there. What we're asking for from Mitt Romney is, hey, can you allow others to have the same opportunity that you did? Can we also, afford that opportunity to others through things like lower cost education, an opportunity for all of us rather than just the top 1%. And that's, of course, where Mitt Romney will tell you, hell no. No, I got to give another 20% tax cut to the rich. So I'm sorry, I'm cutting all spending, including on education. In fact, he said in a closed-door meeting to his donors that he might decimate the Department of Education, only leave enough behind to fight the teachers' unions. So he loves the opportunity when it was given to him. When it's offered to you, oh, no. He hates that.